the statement is acceptable. It is acceptable for high body count men to prefer to date low body count or virgin women. You disagreed. And then we had...
Where did the wheelchair ladies go?
Well, there's one left, and then she's in the bathroom.
Oh, wait, you're in a wheelchair too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Jay, you also disagree with that. And then Laura, you also disagree with that. So for those of you who are here at the table, Rachel and Jay and Laura.
I don't think for me it necessarily even has to do with it being body count. I think it's the double standard that's unacceptable. Like a man who has a super high body count wanting a low body count woman. I also think it would be wrong if it was a high body count woman wanting a low body count man.
Sure.
So I think that's my issue.
I'll respond first before I let these other give their take. Don't you have a double standard of your own?
I'm sure somewhere I do.
What do you mean? You've already disclosed it on the show. You're in a wheelchair. You would not date somebody who's in a wheelchair. Is this not a double standard?
I think it has to do more with like practicality. There's nothing practical about body
there's
counts.
Plenty practical about not wanting to, despite your own high body count, not wanting to date a woman who has a high body count.
What?
What? Well, for example, I mean, I don't know if this would be considered practical, but like the more sexual partners you've had, the greater risk you have an STD. So I think it's pretty practical to not want to date a woman who has herpes, for example. Like that's pretty practical.
What about the guy? Like he also has a high body count. Yeah.
Well, let's assume he has a high body count, but he didn't. He rolled the dice with his dick, but he was lucky, didn't get herpes.
I feel like a low body count woman could also have herpes.
Sure, but do you think it's more likely for a high body count woman to have an STD?
Sure.
Right? I mean, it's just, this is based in fact and science.
Yeah.
The more sexual partners you have, it doesn't, look, you could sleep with 100 people and not get anything, but like the chance is way higher.
Well, let's look at
he's just going to invade the
But like just a really basic factor here, which is the revolting factor. So the idea that a person is revolted or has revulsion towards another person, they're not going to be with them, right? We'll stop the show for you.
Wait, did something?
No, she said that Luna said that the STDs are just gonna invade the planet.
Yeah, he's all dirty and he just wants to invade her cleanliness. That's gross. Like if a guy had a high body count, you just want But what if you have something and you're trying to?
Yeah, but it's illegal. If they get you something and they know they had it, it's illegal.
No, that's not illegal.
Yeah, you can sue them.
Yeah, you can. You usually lose, right?
And not if they know about it and they didn't mention it to you.
The burden of proof is on you, right, to demonstrate it was never mentioned. So it's very difficult to prove something like that, which would be a good practical reason not to be with somebody who had a high body count, I suppose, which would make kind of the point both ways. But diving into this, I'm just looking at it from the idea of being revolted or not revolted. I don't think that you can help who you're revolted by or activities you're revolted by, right? You just can't really help it. So even if you were a person who yourself had a proclivity towards having sex with a lot of people, you could still have the preference of wanting to be with a person who didn't because you found it revolting. I don't know why that would necessarily be problematic.
Would that be considered a fetish or?
No, not a fetish. You could have reasons outside of a fetish for wanting that. One is just you just find people more attractive who've been with less people because you're just less revolted by it.
Well,
Well,
I don't see how that's a fetish.
Yeah,
From my experience,
hold on.
sorry.
Okay, let's hear it.
From my experience, guys don't like it when you don't have experience. Like,
Wait, what?
Oh, really?
Hold on, what?
Yeah.
Hold on, no. What?
yeah, like you don't know how to suck a dick. You don't know how to give a hand job.
What? Hold
Yeah.
on. Wait, but you just said from your experience, how much experience do you have
Not
as
a
a
lot.
femcel?
Not a lot. Not a lot.
So of the experiences you do have,
Yeah.
the men were like, you suck at...
No. They were. I text, and on Hinge or on Bumble, and they're like, well, like on the second date, would you at least give me a blowjob? And I'm just like, I don't know, like maybe, but I don't know if I'm good at giving blowjobs. And they're like, how do you not know if you're good at sucking dick? And I'm just like, well, I don't know.
I don't know. Okay. Yeah.
Your own personal
Sorry, I
evidence
apologize if I
aside.
was too explicit, Brian. But
No,
I'm
that's
just
not-
telling
that's
you,
not the
I can
issue.
show you text
But
messages.
let's just
That's
test
not the
this
issue.
real quick.
She wants to show you, right?
If you had sucked, if you had a
Well, I'm not
guy
lying,
that you
you
were
know,
with,
you
let's
want-
say,
Autistic women give the best blowjobs. I mean, this is obviously the case. That's a compliment. What the fuck? All right. So, okay, going back to you. You mentioned the double. What is it? Did I say something?
You know you said something.
What did I say?
That was just so weird and out of pocket to say.
I gave.
It was just the whole, it was the back and
Did something
forth.
happen to you?
I was not ready.
No, like, you know how, like, with autism, right? There's
I
Asperger's.
sensitive?
Hyper focus. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, like with
yeah.
Like if their special
Asperger's,
interest
like,
is,
and
like,
they hyper focus in on like, and they become really good at like painting, or like if they're an athlete, they're really good at being that. And there's like autistic
You're a good
Asperger
person,
women.
Brian.
There's Asperger women who hyper focus in on just sucking dick. And let me tell you one thing. No, just kidding.
You know?
That's good.
You know?
That's
I've
good.
fucked an autistic woman before.
That's good. But
I
a
am
lot
proud
of
of
men
you.
I had
won't.
sexual intercourse with an
A
autistic.
lot of men refuse to
You see how
have
she grabbed
sex.
the mic? Yeah,
with-
you know she's good.
Come on now. A lot of men refuse to have sex
With
with
yeah, what? With you?
With yes, because they say, "Oh, I don't want to take advantage of you."
Oh,
I'm
'cause
sorry,
they
I've
think
been
'cause you're
drinking a little bit.
autistic?
Yeah, I don't want to take advantage of you. And I'm like,
No.
"No, you're not taking advantage of me." And they're like,
But
"No, but
You're doing them a favor. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
not
That's
like
a
you
joke.
can't-
It's
I've-
like charity.
I've went on a date with a guy and he literally was like, "So you're a little slow?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm a little slow. I'm not ashamed of it." And he's
I
like,
like-
"Oh, I don't want
I
to take
like
advantage
slow
of
women.
you."
Like
Men
There's something
truly
hot
think
about a slow.
How they can't run away.
Oh, Andrew, what the hell? Is his internet all fucked? Okay, we're getting him back. I think his internet.
Everything goes over.
No, there's something like, I think there's kind of like, as long as it's legal, you know? Like, because there's a threshold where it's like if they're,
It's like wrong.
it's wrong.
not someone that has
I
Down
wouldn't do that.
syndrome, obviously,
Yeah.
or
Well, hold
someone
on.
that's low functioning
the brakes
autistic.
here.
You said that they do it the best though,
Yeah.
so that was your best experience.
Are we still here?
No, we got you, Andrew. We got
Yeah,
you.
but I'm just saying, like, part of
I
my
think he
experience.
froze again. Shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Should I continue?
Yes.
Okay, part of
Continue,
my
please.
experience, part of my lived experience,
Tell me.
especially with if I do find a black man that's high functioning autistic,
Wait.
he's like high masking. I went on 2 dates with dudes that were like that. They're like high masking, and so they're like, well, how do I know that you're not gonna put my nudes online? And I'm like, well, if you want me to send you a picture of me naked, I need you to send me a picture of you naked. You know, like
Period.
I'm not like. The struggle is real, you know.
The struggle is real. You are so right.
Femcells do exist.
Femcells
because
rise up.
there is a lot of women that have trouble finding a man that they're attracted to
Go off,
have
queen.
sex with.
Go
Yes.
off, queen.
Like these women, they don't want to have sex with men that they're not attracted to,
Sorry.
because that gives them like bad sex is a form of trauma, and
Yeah.
they watch TikToks
I've
and they
been
watch
Men all bad at
videos,
sex.
So many times.
and they don't want to do it. And
I've been traumatized.
socially awkward women exist.
Wait, can you tilt your mic down just a little bit?
Socially awkward women exist.
Yes.
And they're in all different types of races.
Yes.
And it's very hard. I'm sorry, I'm a little tipsy. It's very hard.
Yeah, you've been
sometimes.
cracking open those fucking. She been cracking that
gonna be
shit
on a
open.
plane
man.
turn,
Fuck.
right?
I know. I have to go on the plane at like 5 o'clock this morning.
Damn,
I
bro,
just
what?
came from the plane over here.
Wait,
So
there
you're
is
saying
alcohol
that
this
you think
entire
that men would
time?
prefer that their women have fucked a bunch of other men before them?
Well, when I'm texting with them, like it's
Hang on. Without the long, elongated anecdote.
Thank you. Thank
Just
you,
a
Andrew.
simple answer to the question. Do you think that a man would prefer that his woman had sucked 10 dicks before his dick?
a man that's looking for a long-term relationship. No, he would not prefer that. But some men are looking for short-term, and they lie and they say that they're looking for long-term.
So are we blasting out body counts or what?
Yeah,
You go first.
No, you go first. You go first. Wait, so hold on. I don't even. Traumatized.
So many times.
Okay, that was a lot. But